Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Bryan with DD214 Transport. Wanted to touch base this morning. I am in San Antonio, Texas, doing a 34-hour reset. In one of my first videos, we talked about being your own boss and everything falling onto your shoulders. And I, for one, like everyone else, hates to admit a mistake. But I made a serious mistake and it cost me a bunch of money. And here on this channel, we're going to try to let everybody know up front what the mistakes are and the pitfalls are, so that maybe you guys can avoid them and keep some money for your pocket. Alright, so my mistake compounded on itself over time. The first mistake was when I was ordering supplies. I ordered the wrong tarps. I saw what some of the tarps cost, and they're expensive. And I ordered a two 6x6 by 6 tarps, thinking, well, that'll be enough if I have 2 of them. And they were $150 a piece, so that's $300 for those tarps, for the 2. After I got them and needed to use them, I realized at that point, those are the wrong tarps. I'm going to have a hard time with these tarps. I didn't fix it. What's that do? That lays it back on me. So as the boss, my fault again. Moving forward a little bit, I received a rate confirmation and just glanced at it to make sure the money was right and everything was okay, but I didn't read down in the bottom where it told me that this particular shipment had to be tarped. And I was out in the middle of nowhere when I picked this up. It was just a little teeny town in Iowa, and I get there. So this is my second mistake. Okay, so that's number 2. So I get to the little town in Iowa, and the guys load these 2 massive radiator. They look like a coiled radiator from a car, except for they're huge. And the guy tells me they're about $30,000 a piece. And oh, by the way, they must be tarped. Well, these things are 8 foot wide and about 15 feet long, and I have nothing to tarp them with. And all I can think about is a rock flying up, hitting this radiator and busting it, and me being responsible for $30,000 worth of product. So, being out in a little teeny town, they literally rolled this town up at 6 p.m. and tucked everybody into bed. That's how small it was. So, being out there, there was nothing but a Tractor Supply. That was it. And I get to Tractor Supply and I find this tarp, of course, splattered all over it. It says not for highway use. The tarp was $200 with tax, and I had no choice. I bought the tarp, I put it on it, and headed down the road, and I literally looked like a witch riding a broom with a cape flying off the back, because there wasn't enough tie downs on it to get it strapped properly. By the time I got to the destination where this thing was going, the tarp was pretty much destroyed. It had already ripped up. It was something you would cover grandma's picnic table with, not something you go down the highway with. And I was going to throw it away there, but kept it, ended up using it one more time, and again, it was just flapping in the wind, and by the time I got it to where it was going, had big holes in it. So I got 2 uses out of a $200 tarp. Now, what's going to save you money is this. buy the right equipment. Don't look at a tarp that costs $240 and think, oh, that's too much, because it's not. You'll use this tarp for a long time, not 2 trips or not two loads. I went ahead and bought 2 of the proper tarps. Cost me less than $500 with tax. What I bought when I bought the wrong tarps, that was $150 a piece. That's $300. Paid another $200 for the Tractor Supply tarp that I got 2 loads out of. And long story short, you buy the right stuff. You may pay a little bit more, but in the long run, you're going to save a lot of money. Alright guys, like and subscribe to the channel. Go to the Facebook page. Get in there, ask your questions. We'll get them answered for you. This will save you money. And it's my firm belief, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. One other thing. As I was picking up my tarp, I saw another poor hotshot going down the road with his witch cape behind him. And I'm thinking, I have got to do this video, because look, I'm not the only one that made this mistake. So listen, it's not what you make, guys, it's what you keep. Don't think you're saving money by cheaping out on your equipment. See you next time.